What's going on YouTube? It's Corey Lorenzo and this is my 13th video. In this video I want to talk about my goals for 2018. So as I said in my first video, my 2017 was more of my rebuilding year where I was in the gym, bringing up all my lifts, trying to gain weight, put on as much lean muscle mass as possible. I went from 160 pounds to 190 pounds and I definitely made a lot of strides and a lot of progress in that year. At that point, I was actually, when I was 160, I had a really bad relationship with food, and it took me a while to get out of that and understand that obviously I need to eat to gain muscle mass and put on size. And I don't know why or when I got into that fear of eating, which sounds really stupid now that I look back at it, and I ask myself why that was ever a thing and why that ever happened. But I learned and I grew from it. And yeah, so I got to 190 pounds by the end of the year and my training's going great. I've been maintaining my strength, everything like that. I'm on a program where I'm working to get stronger. And now I'm at a point where I'm trying to decide what I want to do with 2018. And I finally came to my decision that I want to compete in my first natural bodybuilding show. And sometime this year I do want to compete in a powerlifting meet, more for just the experience and to do my first one. I really want to compete at 74 kgs, which is 163 pounds. I'm currently 182.8 as of this morning, and I know that is a 20-pound drop, but I really think that I can maintain my strength and keep making progress in my strength while dropping weight. I've been on a mini cut so far for 2 months and I've lost a pound every week, just like I've been trying to, and I've lost 8.5 pounds already, and I've gone from 191 to 182. So my weight loss is definitely there. My training feels great. I'm not doing cardio. I'm simply just in a calorie deficit, taking it really slow, not worrying too much about the weight loss or how fast I lose the weight. When it comes to losing weight, guys, there's a lot of fluctuation. So, I have high days, I have low days, but I take the average of that and I go from there. And so far I've been trending down, losing a pound a week. And I just want to continue that. I really want to focus on recovery. I really want to focus on training. So as of right now, by the first week of June, I'm setting a goal for myself that I want to get in the best shape of my life that I've ever been. And I want to be the strongest I've ever been at around 165 pounds, in that 160 range. I know for me personally, once I start hovering around the 160s, my body fat percentage is super low. And at my peak condition when I was 18 years old, 21 now, I was maintaining around 164, relatively strong for that size, squatting 315, deadlifting 405, and benching 225 for a couple reps, which I definitely over 2017 built up my strength even higher. So I'm interested to see at that body weight what I can do. As far as one of my goals is to deadlift 500 pounds around 160 and be able to compete in the around 160 pounds. Obviously that might be a long way from now, but I'm giving myself the whole year to go ahead and build up my strength, get stronger at a lower weight class, and prepare for a bodybuilding show. It might sound like I'm trying to do a lot, but I just want to get my feet wet. So after I do my bodybuilding show this year and after I do my powerlifting meet this year, I am going to take 3 years to go ahead and bulk. So from 22 to 25, I will be in a gaining phase and I will be chasing down numbers and probably exclusively doing powerlifting maybe once a year, just to get more experience, and hopefully I'll get good at it, and that will translate into my bodybuilding career later on. I do want to stay natural, so I know that taking the 3 years off is definitely going to allow me to put on a lot of muscle mass that I need to. I'm definitely going to put on some body fat, but I'm okay with that. Ideally after my show, I know for the show I would have to compete in the high 150s to be competitive. So after that I would like to do, get back up to 170 as quickly as possible. And then for 3 years, just gain maybe a pound a month. Yeah, I would say gain a pound a month for 3 years. So that's 12 pounds a year. So hopefully ending my 3-year bulk at 206, maybe throwing mini cuts in here and there, obviously enjoying life, training for performance, getting stronger in the gym, building myself up. So hopefully after those 3 years, I come back a better bodybuilder and more competitive, bringing up some weak points that I have, such as my chest, and obviously other things that I know I need to work on, and I need that long surplus to put on that size. But realistically, you need to be in a surplus for a long amount of time. Typically I recommend a year to 2 years, maybe even 3 years. All of 2017 I was bulking and I was putting on size, and it was definitely a great year for me, and you know, it really put me in a good position for 2018. And I relatively kept my body fat maybe in the high teens. I kept it pretty low. I kept it pretty low. I never wanted it to, you know, I never wanted to feel fat. I've always wanted to at least stay athletic, stay a little bit more on the thicker side. But now I feel like I'm ready to push myself and, you know, really see what I can do this year as far as natural bodybuilding, and just bring the best package that I've ever had in my life. I did do a physique competition when I was younger at 18 years old. I dieted down, and I'll throw a picture up on the screen right here. I came in pretty good shape, and it's the leanest hands down that I've ever been in my life. I believe I competed at 160, maybe even a little bit lower than that. But I know that there was definitely room for improvement. I never had a coach, never anything like that. I actually decided to do the show a month before it happened. I was just actually cutting for spring break because I wanted to get in really good shape, and it just so happened that that show was the month of spring break. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and compete, let me just give it a try. I had a fantastic time, and I definitely want to do it again, but I want to do bodybuilding. I've always been passionate about bodybuilding. I love, you know, just everything about it just gets me excited, and it just gets me riled up. So this year I'm definitely going to do at least one bodybuilding show, maybe two. I might do one in July. So give myself from now until July, which is about 5 months to prepare. And then from there, I'm thinking I will hold my conditioning, maybe push a little harder, try to do a second show, and then starting right after that show, go ahead and get into my recovery mode for the last 2 or 3 months. Just bring my weight to more of a normal standard, maybe like 170, 175, and then from there start my lean bulk again and put on some lean muscle mass, guys. I mean, that's the goal. So I'm glad I could have you guys along with me on my journey. I made a promise to myself that I am committing to it, and you guys can hold me accountable. I am posting 100 videos in a row. So 100 videos in 100 days. So far, this is my 11th video in a row, consecutively, you know, day after day. And I don't care how busy I get during the day. Today I had a full schedule as far as working real estate, but I made time for this because this is something that matters to me. This is something that's important to me. And the biggest thing I always hear from other people is consistency. And I know with YouTube and any type of social media, building up a brand or building up anything related to fitness, that it takes time. You know, right now I have, I think, 78 subscribers, and I'm so grateful for all 78 of you that are subscribed to me, because it means the world to me, guys. And you know what? I'm not fucking quitting. I am going to give this my all, and I'm going to stay consistent. And if it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it takes, I'm going to get to that point that I envision in my head. I'm going to be where I want to be, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm not going to let it stop me. So I'm extremely excited, and I'm going to, you know, start planning a lot more content, a lot more different things, not just, you know, in my room talking or just, you know, lifting weights in the gym. Yes, this is a fitness channel, but I know watching someone else lift weights, it is, you know, it can be beneficial and it can be informative, but at the same time, I don't want this whole channel to revolve around fitness. I want it to revolve around, you know, lifestyle, travel, fitness, you know, positive attitudes, you know, getting started. I just built my website, and it's funny, I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm gonna build this website and I'm gonna get it out by this date, and it's gonna happen. I don't care. I'm going to do it, and I'm holding myself accountable, and by this day it will be done. And when that day came, which I believe was 2 days ago, it was done. I feel like I'm really starting to hone in on what I want, and just, you know, I'm setting goals for myself, and I'm not stopping until I get there. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback in the comments. I make sure to always reply. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Corey Lorenzo. Peace out.